This is the Tarrant County Courthouse. That's where we just paid our taxes on the brand new car that I just got. Well, brand new to me and brand new to the channel. So it is this guy over here. And plan to do a little bit of work on this for the channel, and I'm hoping some of y'all will have some input on what you think I should do. But as of right now, it is a 100% stock 2001 Lexus IS300. Does not even have window tint on it. So again, if y'all want to, I guess, recommend some things, I'm thinking a window tint obviously because we're here in Texas, but recommend some things to me, I'll be glad to listen. I'm gonna go get these plates put on and take care of this later. Here we are again. All right, so here we are again with the Lexus, and this is like day 2, I think. Let's see, bought the car on Sunday, today's Tuesday, whatever that is. Anyway, having to do tires a little quicker than I expected, and I don't think the people did this on purpose. They're nice people. I'm sure they didn't even realize it because they had the car parked up. But if you look down here, see if this will focus. Those tires are destroyed. They are chunking and coming apart. I didn't even realize it. And the reason for that, you can see down here, the build date on those is for 2015. And in the rear, they're a little bit better. Not much better, but a little bit better. And the build date on these was, let's see, right here, I'm sorry, 2016. Alright, and I'm sorry if this takes a second for me to kind of adjust. I'm using the gimbal and I don't have a ton of experience with it. But again, here's the Lexus, and today we're going to be throwing some tires on it after all. I'm also going to set up some time to go ahead and do a tint since this doesn't have one yet, and see what else I can get done for us. Maybe order some other parts for us to do at a later date on a separate video. Alright, I think I'm figuring out this gimbal thing. So there's a quick run through of where we're at, which is Earmark Audio here in Lewisville, Texas. There's a truck out there. There's a boat there because obviously they do a little bit of everything here. Audio on boats. They got classic cars, trucks, SUVs, soon to be my Lexus. And today we are starting with the window tint. Since I stated before, we have none. Probably also going to ask them some questions about what they might recommend for doing the radio on this car, since it is on the 2001 models known for being a little difficult, let's say, to get a stereo system in there. So I'm going to ask their opinion on that. They're busy with some other guys right now though, so we'll be back in just a sec.
So this is a limo 5, but in a standard dyed film.
Okay.
And it drops it down there about a third. Then you go to a ceramic film, Pinnacle 30.
Okay.
And
nice.
Huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so then you got Stratus, which is the multi-layer, double layer of that.
Okay.
So the majority of it's getting knocked out by this, and that second layer knocks it down just a little bit.
Just a hair more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right, fair
if somebody's
enough.
wanting the ultimate in heat rejection, yeah, the Stratus is the way to go, but bang for the buck, Pinnacle's usually more than adequate.
No, that's a fair assessment. All right, I think I would like to do, let's do, I guess, legal on the front.
Okay.
So that I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then maybe 15 the rest of the way?
Yeah, we can do that. Okay.
All right, perfect. Thank you,
We'll get it
sir.
going.
I'm going to go for a walk back down the street to Auto Science. It's going to be a little windy, and we're not going to record this whole thing. So I apologize if it's too windy to hear. Then I'll try to edit this out later or redub it. But effectively what we've decided to do for now is to go ahead and go legal on the front windows so that we don't get in trouble. And we're going to go 15% on the back windows, which is okay to do here. Most cops won't give you any grief for that. And then if it needs to go darker, we can always layer it up a little bit more at a later date. Tires did make it in, and they're a little overkill for where we're at power-wise right now, but we're doing the Firestone Firehawk Indy 500s. We're doing a slightly staggered setup because they didn't have a square setup in stock, and the tires are needed. So, gonna have to find some wheels to go with this and make it look a little bit more like a planned package. And then at a later date, we can visit maybe doing some more aggressive offsets, doing some 18s. Obviously, we need to get the suspension worked on. But I kind of want some input from you guys as to what y'all think. Should we do a 17 and stick with that? Should we do an 18? Maybe go with a 19. I think 17 or 18 would be good. Should we do coilovers or air ride? Should we do a turbo or an NA build? So many questions. We've only had the car 2 days, but this is kind of where you guys come in. You know, I want to do something to really help this car out and build the car that I've always wanted, but I also want to do something that's entertaining for you guys. And so feel free to comment, shoot me an email, let me know what it is that you might want or might prefer for me to do, and budget allowing, I will do that. Obviously some of the cheaper stuff we can do more quickly. More expensive stuff might have to wait a little bit longer, but it'll be a little bit for them to finish the window tint. Then I got to get the car back down here and mount the tires, so that's going to be probably a couple hours for me, a few seconds for you guys. All right, so we are back to pick up the Lexus, and that looks so much better. So much better. Again, we went legal on the front, a little bit darker in the back. That is night and day better, and that should be much cooler on the inside. Much happier for the AC system, for the leather, for the, I guess kind of for the dash, for everything inside though. So I'm super happy about that. And I'm gonna go inside now and take care of some of the formalities in the sense of payments, and talk to him about some of the audio stuff, and we'll have a little bit more for you here shortly. All right, real quick, so got our trusty sticker so we don't roll that down accidentally. Got some bubbles that will need to be worked out over time. Don't know if those even really show up on camera, but there's a few little bubbles there. A few bubbles there. Those will work out in the Texas heat pretty easily. But night and day difference, as you can see there, even between the windshield and the side mirror or side glass there. And looking out towards the back, it makes a huge difference. Don't know if that really shows up well on camera, but it's markedly cooler in here and a little bit darker, but without being crazy. And so this was, again, their better film, so it's got a little bit higher cost associated with it, but it's Formula One Pinnacle, 30%, 15%, plus their installation fee. So that comes out to $426.07. Not terrible. A little bit pricey, but in this market, meh. And it's worth it, and I didn't have to do it out in the heat and, you know, bust my butt. So, anyway, I've got to go do a few errands. I will have another follow-up here shortly. I think with the tires. Yeah, tires are next. Alright, so we're here at Gomez Tire and Auto. It's still a little windy here in Texas. Never actually been here before, but I couldn't do these at work. Ran out of time, and give these guys a try, see how they do. while he's got the wheel off and kind of check. There's some pad life and some rotor life, but that's some rusty looking crap, and I don't like it. Looks like those have some, the sway bar end links have a little bit of, they're pretty well worn. And the tire, the wear marks on it would indicate that there's something kind of loose in the suspension going on too. So likely we'll be ordering some brake parts soon, as well as some suspension goodies. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get out of their way and let them do their thing, and we'll check on it just a second. Alright, so today was a good day, a little bit of a long day, and I got a little too excited at the tire place about getting these new tires on, so I didn't show everything. But what we ended up going with is the Firehawk Indy 500. A little bit of an overkill tire for where we're at right now, as far as it's way stickier than what the power output of the car really needs. And again, we went with a slight stagger because of what was available, but I may have found some wheels that we can use, at least in the short term, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to hopefully work out a deal with the guy tonight or tomorrow morning and pick them up tomorrow. And tint is done. Car looks a lot better with the few little mods that we've made so far, a few little things. One of the things that we have to address is actually that guy right there too. The antenna. It is broken. Looks like it may have kind of scratched the window. I'm going to see if I can polish that out later. Yeah, I mean, there's pretty much, let me see if I can, pretty much nothing left there. So we'll take that off and get one either off of an S2000 or the JDM Altezza. Either way, I should have some updates soon. And thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned. Gonna walk back over to the apartment here, but please stay tuned. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Plan to have more information on this car soon, more videos out soon, and hopefully entertain you guys. Anyway, stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Bye.